Hello, everyone. This is not your usual host, but now your current host, Knux, and I'm here to talk about a special thing. This will probably be going up, but my brother should have talked about his plans coming in the next 2 years. And so, what comes that also comes to the fact that I also need to do a video like this. Because on August 1st, aka the last day of July, they released the fact of where summer this year is going to feature another Sakura face in King Protea. And that in itself is like, hey, well, now I have to wake up and I have to realize that I have to go after King Protea now that she's finally here and all that stuff. But on top of that, on his stream, quite literally 2 weeks later, on August, I think 12th or 13th for Japan time, they showed off silhouettes that they did not show off yet. Now, I thought I was safe because the first things they showed on the first day of FGO Fest were the 5 stars. It was King Protea, it was Benny Enema, and then it was Lilith. Little did I know was this was not going to be a 3 SSR 3 SR banner. This was going to be a 4 SSR 1 SR banner. A split into 2 and 1, 2 and 1. And they ended up showing the fact that King Protea Alter would also be coming. And that's when I realized I am in the worst situation I could have ever been put into. Because at least with BB Dubai, I knew 2 years ahead, okay, BB Dubai is gonna come, I'll be okay and I'll save her. But when you run 2 back to back, now things are a little bit more complicated. Now, in my opinion, King Protea, I don't even have her. She's been the one Sakura face that eluded me for like every single time. And you could say that BB Dubai dropped and then the next literal 5-star would be Kazura drop. But there's been like a substantial like lapse in time between BB Dubai and Kazura drop. They literally dropped King Protea and then like 2 days later they dropped King Protea Alter. And that's just crazy talk. The same event, not even the same, I would say they're not the same. But now I have to deal with this. And I also deal with the fact that I am way different in gachas when it comes to how I play games and how my brother plays it, I suppose. When there's a banner and there's a character I clearly do not have, the urge to summon is always very high for me. And thankfully, I usually use other gachas to distract from that, and it helps me pretty well, which is a hell of a thing to say. Playing multiple gachas just to stray away from specifically spending on one sounds like a gambling addiction. Well, that's what it is. Anywho, in this video today, now that I can finally explain it, we're going to be going over what the road to King Protea and King Protea Alter is going to be like, on top of some notable things to say. Now, whether I save up Saint Quartz or I save up tickets is a whole different thing. I could try and save up tickets, but I am pretty inconsistent on my login sometimes. Sometimes I am playing back-to-back, day-to-day. Sometimes I forget to log in for like almost 2 days, and that's on me for being forgetful, but It's just that I realized it's too late in time, and then it's the next day and I logged in. We have a 2-year gap between what is happening right now to the current summer event in Japan. Currently, we're on the 3rd part pre-release campaign of the archetype Inception. And, well, there is... technically, there is King Protea I can summon for right now, but I would rather focus in on BB Dubai till her banner is basically gone. That's how I'm working it. I'm summoning till she is gone. Once we enter October, we are going to get the clear campaign support campaign. I do not care about that. We're going to get the 30 million downloads campaign, which is featuring Oberon. I'm not going to be caring about that. The next one I would actually care about is the Fairy Sun Sugoroku. And that's because that's where Kazu Drop finally debuts. This is the first stop on my many list of servants to summon for. And that's because if I'm collecting all soccer faces, I do mean all of them. And we move on to November. November also features another servant I would want to go after. The Mystery House of Crafters features Van Gogh free-to-play, but it also features Tutankhamun, aka King Tut, if you would rather call him that. I'm a big fan of all the Pharaoh servants, so it'd be a real shame if this is the one I decide to miss out on, which I would say is one of the more bigger ones in the when it comes to Pharaohs. And if you're wondering if I do have all the Pharaohs, I do. That's the funny part. I even have the Pharaohs that technically aren't official Pharaohs, but they should be treated as one because they did rule over Egypt. Anyway, after the Mystery House of Crafters, we enter December. December is a little bit safer for me. We have Lohi, and then we have Phantasmoon. And while I love Arc, I already have the Arc I need. I have Archetype Earth. Phantasmoon definitely has a lot more funny references to it, but overall, this is something I can definitely relent on. And Lohi, Lohi is cool, but I do not want to invalidate Sendo Rikyu so quickly after the pull, how many pulls I went in for her. And plus, I'd still use Sendo Rikyu over her anyway. Okay, New Year's. I have no clue. It was supposed to be Richard the First, but we already have Richard the First. So it makes me think, who do they put in this place? I don't know. Some people, they think they're going to be moving up an important unit coming New Year's in 2 years' time, but I feel like that's pulling the trigger a little too early, but they've already did that with Richard, so I don't know what to think. Okay, on to the next one. All these Sabers are coming back. Of course. Are these all the Sabers? A good chunk of them. But soon they're going to invoke the rerun of every Saber, yeah. Starting off with the banner one, there's no one I want. Realistically, the only one I would be interested in getting is Arthur Pendragon, but that's not my biggest priority right now that I know what's coming. When it comes to Saber Summon Banner 2, there is there's a lot of good names on here, but I do have a good chunk of these guys. But when it comes to previous banners I've summoned on and I've obviously failed, we have Medusa Saber and we have Takeru. As much as I want Takeru and Medusa, I will unfortunately probably need to skip this. The first event of the next year would be My Little Dragon, featuring Biscone. Here's my thing about Biscone, is I think she is pretty and I kind of want her for that very reason. Also, Kirohime is here. I don't know much about her, mostly because she's a very niche story. She's very tied to pretty sure a story that is not known to many people outside of the world of Japan. But also Medusa comes back again. Clearly, another time I have to skip Medusa is her back-to-back banners. The Ruler Weekly Summon campaign. So the only one I don't have here is Kenshin, Melu, and Holmes. So, I mean, I like them, but I'm also not going to go after them. All the archers, well, this is Archer Banner 1, actually. No one I want here. On to February. Ordeal Call 3 permanent release. Do they rerun BB Dubai here? Ignore this, ignore this. Ignore this, ignore this. It doesn't look like it. Okay, Archer Weekly 2. Tutankhamun comes back. If I don't have him, I'd probably throw a little bit of summons his way. We have the Alter Ego Weekly Summoning Campaign. Now here is probably something I would be interested in. I am missing Tiamat, King Protea, and speaking if I don't get Kazur Drop. That's a very tough one. Also next to Ono no Komachi. Tough one. That's a tough one. It would really have to rely on a mood based on that day, because they usually run for 1 day, I think, for each unit, for like 2 units at a time, maybe. Lancers. Well, I kind of am good with the Lancers I use on a daily, which is usually either Chicago or it's Melt. Summer Melt. So I am good there. March has more reruns and also features a incredibly great unit. Avengers, I would really want to go into this banner, but no, because Dante would be showing up quite soon after the banner, and I would allocate anything I wanted for Ushigozen into Dante here. When it comes to anyone else, not really. We'll start speeding up. The writers, nothing. The casters, nothing. Nothing for the casters. Ordeal Call pre-release campaign, nothing. Guda Guda rerun, nothing. Foreigner the Foreigner reruns, nothing. Proto Merlin, nothing. Berserkers, nothing. Assassins, nothing. Trinity Metatronius is a stopping point I have basically figured out. So when it comes to it all, Metatron Jean I'm going to be summoning for a little bit, and Lilith as well I'm going to be summoning a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit. And with that also comes, if I finish Trinity Metatronius, I get that 1,000 Saint Quartz, and that is the true goal of it all. It's getting that 1,000 and saving it till summer. But I will see how that turns out. Assassin, skip. Then we start getting all the reruns again. Skip. Moon Cancer, Baby Dubai, I'm gonna summon, but not with the 1,000 because they give it to you during anniversary. That's a good question. I kind of forgot she was coming up. Typhon, I would skip. I made up my mind right now. Typhon, skip. Grand Berserker, anniversary. I'd summon a little bit. Indra, I would have to skip. unfortunately. Okay. We're going. 10th anniversary is here. I would summon, like I said, the summer event. I am forced to summon because that is when Passion Lip drops. Another soccer face. When it comes to the other two, I suppose I would also be summoning for them. This was a pretty stacked year. On to the next banner. Morgan. Nope. I am okay with one Morgan. Nemo Noah. Damn, that's a hard one. I really like Noah and Nemo. Man, I would have to skip it. I'm sorry. It's just how it goes. Shinsengumi, the end. It would be the next event. So here's my thing about Shinsengumi, the end. I love the Shinsengumi. And my brother probably loves it more than me, but I would not... I would still go after Kondo, in my opinion. It doesn't matter if I don't have them all. I would definitely go after Kondo. Next one. Is BB Dubai back once again? Most likely. I would think so. The assassins all come back again. Yep. Elizabeth, 5-star. Oh man. I would have the 1,000 in hand by now. I would throw a couple summons Elizabeth's way, but at that point I'd probably be buying quartz so I don't go over the 1,000 or go under the 1,000, my bad. So really I can't summon too much for these girls or guys. November comes the rerun of all the archers. Skip. Comes the rerun for the casters. Skip. Comes, this is the last one, right? All of the servants are back again at the same time. Skip. The final day, bam, end of service. Just kidding, we're back. The first thing back is Mr. Legress. Summon a little bit because I know what's coming. Dante comes back. Hopefully I have Dante. Demeter. Skip. Sorry, forgot about this one. Hanasaka no Okina and Miss, or Hebi Nyobo, aka Miss Snake. Man. Summon. Skip Demeter. Oh boy. The boys collection back at it again to ruin my day and make me spend more money. Of course, there's no way I am passing up this. I would be a fool. We are definitely summoning for Jacques de Molay, or I am. My brother is in 2 years' time. Okay. The Fate String Shrake. This is when we get the both Pret Lyles, and we also get... Who else do we get? We have Richard... Oh, John Lackland. Oh man. He's an Avenger. I think this guy needs to go on the GSSR for the 2-year time. There's no way. I can't waver. I can't waver. We're getting very close to the anniversary. Mysterious Woman, skip. Who is this? Owl Boy? No, that's not a spoiler to say his name. Okay. Ascaphalis. Skip, unfortunately. Ezreal. We made it to the anniversary for the 11th anniversary. Here's something good to come out of it. King Protea, both of them, will be running alongside Ezreal. So the plan is, when summer comes, we're gonna do our summons, basically the first one, and then 2 days later the next one. But after I'm done with the next one, hopefully I have both King Proteas, and then I'm going straight back into Ezreal's banner to see if I can get him if I did not obtain him. And that's basically the gist of it. I really sped up at the end here, but that's mostly because I can't be taking too long talking about this because I don't know the great details. You can probably find better details in my own brother's videos, to be honest. Usually he goes over everything. He goes over how many quartz we would normally get and how much tickets we normally get. Me, I'm just I suppose I'm a bad narrator when it comes to the FGO side of things. My forte is usually Uma Musume. Anyway, that's the end of today's video, and I guess my video. If you didn't like it before, I hope you liked it. Share it, why not? Subscribe. You know what else you can do? Super chat, why not? I guess it wouldn't be right to say I'll see you in the next video because I don't know when that will be. So, I'll see you in a while. Goodbye.